The campaign for a 4-day working week is gathering pace. 40% of Aussies believing it will become a reality within 5 years.
Workers are definitely on board and bosses are finding that it suits them just fine.
One method is condensing the same number of hours into fewer days, a plan in the pipeline for Bunnings. But the approach gaining the most traction is the 100-80-100 model, where employees keep 100% of what they were paid for 5 days while only working 80% of their former hours, so long as they maintain 100% productivity.
Email, the internet, mobile phones and now AI are ways to improve efficiency. Workers should be given the right to reduce their hours as a reward for their increased productivity.
And 4 days for the same pay is gaining mainstream momentum. Oxfam Australia, the first company to have a 4-day workweek trial, inked in a workplace agreement after striking a landmark union deal.
Companies like Oxfam are really the pioneers in the 4-day week movement, and it's great to see the unions are on board as well.
But Oxfam has more than 100 employees, and the 4-day workweek buzz has small businesses worried.
If you look at hospitality and retail, it's impossible to be able to say we want higher outputs for those 4 days to be paid the equivalent of 5. So the 4-day workweek is perfect for some organisations and detrimental to others.
And 97% of all businesses in Australia are small. They contribute $500 billion to the national GDP, providing jobs for 5.1 million people.
If this becomes a trend, people will gravitate towards the larger companies that are providing 4-day work week, and then the small businesses miss out, and then they could shut down, which then leads to further unemployment.
So, is the 4-day week inevitable, and can it work for everyone?
Sheena Boughen was brought into tech consultancy company Our Community to monitor its staff as they trialled a 4-day work week. They've now decided to embrace the change permanently. Sheena, clearly this was a success. How so?
Well, we started about a year ago just to do it as a pilot with a whole lot of European companies. And then our managing director at the end of last year said it's the real deal, we're on. And I've just interviewed 56 one-to-one interviews with the team and just overwhelmed with the transformation in people's lives. So we're really confident about how it's going at our company.
So the employees are happy. What about the business? What does the boss think?
Well, the boss is genuinely thrilled because he did it for 2 reasons. Of course, the productivity has to be real, the increase, which it is. But secondly, his motivation post-COVID was to say, how does this company genuinely do something as a gift for employees to say, we want you to have a better life?
You employ the 100-80-100 model, but what about people who can't achieve the same volume of work in less time?
The success of the program is really to do with preparation. If you just jump into it and cut off a day, of course it's going to be what the heck are we doing and how do we do it differently? But I think part of our success is that we really did effort to do with preparation. People do shorter, sharper meetings. They feel confident to say no to some things. They are bolder about questioning, do we really need to do it this way? And I don't think we asked those questions as much before.
Well, you are going to end up, though, with some workers working 5 days a week, some working 4. There's going to be, some disagreement between those two workforces. But when does 4 become 3 and we start having that debate?
I would love to know that one, Steve.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be something, hey? And I do lots of conversations with companies who are saying, how do you do it? And people, for example, at Dulux paint line, how to, as a manufacturing company, keep 5 days. So we still have people available 5 days. Mostly they have Fridays off. But I think it's such a mindset shift, it's hard to imagine. It really is sort of like getting a whole new fitness regime for work. That's what it feels like. It's that different.
How do we get Sam to work more than 2 days? You're the expert.
It's a boomer trying to bring down a millennial having a crack. That's what's going on here.
Yeah, that's definitely, interestingly, there are intergenerational challenges where I work. We had, the people who didn't believe at first. We had some of the older generation saying, really, bring it on, I'm ready. We had the young ones saying, I'm running to be... we don't have Sunday dread anymore. People say they love coming to work on Mondays now. That's pretty radical. So, there's a lot of stuff that's unexpected about the social and emotional, as well as the hit for increased productivity. So it's a game changer.
I love coming to work on a Monday. It's the only day I've got to work. I've only got one job.
I get to see you guys as well. Mondays are great.
He's a 1 day a week guy having a go at anyone who doesn't do 5. Classic. Sheena, thanks for the chat.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Cheers.